Hello, and as promised, this book reviewed by me, obviously. Okay, let me start by saying I think Casey McQuiston does a good job writing romances, just like specifically the romance aspect of the books that I've written by them. Red, White, and Royal Blue. This one, the romance is very well done. Um, I am someone who hates like insta love and just romances that don't feel like the characters have any like bonding time before they or bonding experiences before they get to be a romantic couple. And that's not the case with One Less Top, and Red, White, and Royal Blue. However, Casey McQuiston has put problematic things in their works, and I will admit that when I read Red, White, and Royal Blue, they flew right over my head. Like, the romanticization of American politics in Red, White, and Royal Blue, like, I knew that that wasn't the way that American politics actually is, and that it was just like glossing over a lot of harmful things that the government has done in the past. But to me, it seemed like fine for a bit because, like, this is a book. Like, it's not trying to portray it like in a very accurate way. But at the same time, they do reference a lot of things from the past, and it's just like, okay, like it's one way or the other, right? Um, and then there's just like a bunch of other criticisms for Red, White, and Royal Blue popped up, and as far as I'm aware, Casey has only responded to the Israeli line, and he hasn't even apologized for it. She just said that the line would be removed from future books, which is something, I guess. But Palestinians still have the right to be mad about the line and the fact that Casey didn't apologize. But this is a review of this book, right? Like I said, the romance is good. I think Casey also writes good complex characters, and this book leans in more on the found family, I think, than Red, White, and Royal Blue did. And one of my favorite tropes is found family. But one thing that bothered me a lot more than I thought it would, because like I'm ace and sexual stuff already like doesn't sit well with me, but I read it. It's fine. It's especially when it's done in like books like these where it's just like mostly kept vague and it's not described in every little bit of detail. I'm fine with it. But these two have sex on the fucking train multiple times, not once, not just twice, but just like multiple times. And I'm like, no, please, God, no. God, no. I don't want to shame anyone for any sexual thing that they like. Like I don't want to do that. But public sex and like there are places for that. I've been told my best friend is into BDSM kink and that stuff, and they told me there are actual places for that kind of stuff. There are like clubs and shit for that. If you want to have sex in front of other people who don't mind that or who actually like go out of their way for that, that exists. You don't need to do that on a fucking train where people haven't given you their consent to watch or hear or like notice that you're doing that right next to them. And I don't care if it's the New York train where nobody pays attention to anything, it is still gross and disrespectful as shit. So, yeah. Um, and then obviously the infamous line that everyone has already talked about, it's when August just like downplays Jane's experience with being called something homophobic and racist. I mean, I don't need to say that it's bad. Do I? It's bad. Especially like at the height of Asian hate crimes. It's just not a good look. It's just really not a good look, and it's very disrespectful. And also, this book does something that I just hate. I hate it. Like, I liked the characters, all of them. I liked the couples, but I hate when everyone gets paired off. I hate it so much. It also happened in Six of Crows, and as much as I love the couples, I don't really care for Matthias. It just bothers me. It just not. I get it. It's a romance book. I probably shouldn't be nitpicking this in a romance book, but at the same time, I just. It just. You know? Not fun. But I will say this book is very funny. Like, my tabs, right? A lot of them are blue. The blue tabs, they are the parts that are marked as funny. And the parts that I also have like yellow tabs here, they're also parts that I marked as cute. And they had a lot things that I marked as cute, both with Jane and Augustus relationship, but also August with a lot of other people like Mila, Wes and Isaiah / Annie. Just like, it was cute. It was. I didn't enjoy this as much as I had Red, White, and Royal Blue. But that's probably because my view of the writer has been kind of tainted with everything that came to light just like during the release of this book. And I bought this like right before everything I saw on Twitter. Yeah, that is essentially my review of One Last Stop. And yeah. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you when I have something interesting I want to talk about.